Plastic Ono Band was published on December 11, 1970. Its recording period was from September 26 to October 23, 1970. The title of the album refers to the conceptual band created by Lennon and Ono in 1969 and made up of supporting musicians who could change from one moment to another for the recording of an album or for the development of a concert. The album cover art is similar in comparison to that used by Yoko Ono in the Yoko Ono Plastic Ono Band, the only difference being that Lennon's album cover is himself lying on Yoko's lap. The photograph was taken by an Instamarry camera by actor Daniel Richter, who is listed in the credits and who was working as Lennon's assistant at the time. Its producers were John Lennon, Yoko Ono, and Phil Spector. This album only had a single that was Mother, with which the album opens on December 28th of the same year. The album was recorded over a 4-week period at both Abbey Road and Ascot Sound Studios. The songs on this album are as far removed from the Beatles sound as possible. As a concept, the album was the result of Lennon's various childhood traumas, as well as the closure of his stage as Beatle, which is why it is considered one of the most sophisticated and best work albums of Lennon's solo career, and a historic recording, coming to be expected as one of the best works in the history of music. Following the official breakup of the Beatles in April 1970, both Lennon and Ono undertook primary therapy under the supervision of the couple's personal friend and therapist, Arthur Janov, for 4 months in Los Angeles. Forced to confront his childhood traumas in therapy, Lennon would eventually submerge his anger and pain in his compositions. The musicians who participated in this album were Klaus Bormann, bass, Ringo Starr, drums, Billy Preston, piano and keyboards, on God and Power to the People, Phil Spector, piano on Love, and of course, John Lennon on lead vocals, harmonies, rhythm and acoustic guitars, piano, keyboards, and sound effects. Most of the Plastic Ono Band songs were finished in music and lyrics before entering EMI studios, even in the key of the voice performance, albeit without instrumentation. Mother is a steamy well with reverberated guitar, God a recording on a home cassette deck, and Isolation the masterpiece with no but raw, no echo or drums, just John and piano. When it seems that there is no possibility of greater transparency and crudeness than what was released in 1970, the reissue of Plastic Ono Band 2021 brings several revelations. Under Ono's artistic supervision, engineers Paul Hicks, Rob Stevens, and Sam Gannon worked on a body of music spanning 159 tracks, 11 hours of pure Lennon, including 35 previously unreleased recordings. The remix of the 11 original songs of the album was focused on giving greater fidelity to the original sound and discovering more details of Lennon's voice shots. Yoko was very interested that we achieve 3 things: stay true to the originals, make sure the sound is clearer overall, and increase the clarity of John's voice, said Hicks. It's about John, she says, and she's right. His voice brings the greatest emotional impact to the album. The idea of the Plastic Ono Band as the album with a primal scream immediately took hold. The truth is that there is the influence of Yoko Ono, who Lennon created as wind, touch the atmosphere. Ono co-produced the album with Phil Spector and edited his own Plastic Ono Band in a single afternoon, and with the same band, Lennon, Bormann, and Starr. The record is an improvisation in which Yoko deploys her much feared vocal technique. The freedom of my way of singing began to develop from Yoko, said John. For Lennon, Yoko was the purest rock and roll. Yoko music was as important as anything the Stones or Pete Townshend have done. His music has influenced me 1,000 times more than Dylan's, he said. Plastic Ono Band has been met with positive reviews since its release, reaching number 8 on the UK charts and number 6 on the Billboard charts, where it was certified gold by the RIAA. In 2000, Q Magazine ranked the album at number 62 of the 100 greatest British albums of all time. Thanks for watching, I hope you subscribe and see you in the next video. Plastic Ono Band continue.